What up, man? Flying Speaks back. Another video. One question, man, I'm addressing a whole bunch of people, man. Cowboy fans, trolls, San Francisco fans, trolls, network trolls, fly-by-night trolls. The question is, are y'all done? Are you done? Are you done? Because this is the reality, man. Eagles 10-3, tied for the best record in the league. Just went through the toughest gauntlet anybody faced all year. I don't care what none of y'all clowns are saying. None of y'all teams went through a gauntlet like that. Dallas Cowboys still went through a nice little fluffery, blubbery schedule against teams. All the defenses was trash. Dak Prescott get to go against horrible cornerbacks, bad secondaries, including the Eagles. I give you that. Eagles right now ain't got it together. Got to get it together. Brock Purdy going up against trash secondaries. Same thing, including us. I give you that, including us. You know what I mean? When we saw him up against a real secondary and the Browns, he got mangled, just like C.J. Stroud. All right? Because that's what it is. Tougher teams you face, harder it is to win. Easier teams you face, that's when you get to put up all the numbers and all that MVP stuff that y'all think gets a person MVP. To me, you gotta, I look at different stuff, bro. I look at different stuff. Like, to me, the champion is the person that can, overcome difficulty to achieve the goal. That's what I look at. I guess, I'm a little different. I look at, I read stories of, great people in the past. And great men typically overcome things. You know what I mean? Whether it's the great Sun Tzu who wrote The Art of War. Whether it's prophets in the Bible and in the Quran, who had to overcome enemies and go up against odds, and David versus Goliath, and that's me. To me, that's greatness. If you got Goliath just beating down people that's half the size of him and all that, y'all think that's MVPs. I don't. But anyway, back what I'm talking about. So I understand me and you not going to agree. People that think the way y'all think, right? I always tell y'all weird to me. But I get it. Maybe I'm weird to you. I understand. But this is what's going to happen. Season ain't over, homie. We got a whole month of games to go. And all y'all people doing predictable stuff. I already knew we was going to get here. I already knew Stephen A. Smith was going to take the Eagles out of the top 5, right? He's not looking at the fact that they still the team that was the first to win 10 wins all year. He's not looking at the fact that they still had the most impressive resume in wins all year. We're not going to look at that. He just saying, all right, yeah, this week right here they got beat by Dallas. And they look bad. I get it. And last week they looked bad. So I'm going to just put Dallas in there who at number 2 because the way they looking against bad defenses. I'm going to put Miami in there, and I'm going to put, who else he put in there? Baltimore, Baltimore, I got you. And then I forgot the other team, the Chiefs. 3 teams the Eagles beat already at the year, but none of that matters because the list is fluid, right? So this is what's going to happen, though. Eagles now about to get their chance to beat up on some dumbass teams, right? The Seahawks, the Giants twice, the Cardinals, right? So Hurts about to put up 300 yards every week, 4 touchdowns every week. He about to run for a couple, all that. So his numbers about to be real crazy. That's what's about to happen. But y'all don't matter because you play who you play. So I don't want to hear none of that stuff about Hurts numbers saying he's doing it against trash. I don't want to hear none of that because y'all don't care about that. To y'all, it's just the numbers. So I don't want to hear none of that from none of y'all. All right? Dak Prescott about to see what it is. He about to learn what it is to play against Ramsey and Howard and what he about to face in Buffalo, a desperate team that's going to keep coming at him. He about to see what that's about in Buffalo, cold. Or he about to, yeah, he about to find out. About to find out. And then the Lions. Then the Lions, yeah, you gonna see. You gonna see. So I'm not even worried about it. Dallas about to lose like 2 of those. See what I'm saying? So then Dak Prescott, we're gonna go back to what it was. Okay? 49ers probably gonna do better than Dallas. But that Baltimore game, when Baltimore come up in there, they're gonna lose that one though. They're gonna lose that one because they're gonna play with a real team that got linebackers that's gonna handle all that little dumbass Debo stuff and little dumbass McCaffrey stuff. And you stop him and then you tackle Debo. They really ain't got much other than that. Like Purdy not gonna do nothing dynamic. Like y'all act like y'all don't understand. Purdy is good, but he's not dynamic, right? So when he face a real defense that's not going to be playing with him, that's not going to like let Kyle Shanahan do trickery and all that, and they're going to be willing to like put their head in there and tackle, y'all going to find out, right? So I already know what's about to happen. Eagles still going to win out. They're going to have the best record in the league. Going to tee off on some bum teams. Going to be able to just get momentum going to the playoffs. That's what's going to happen. Y'all teams going about to stumble. Okay, so then we're going to go back to Joy Taylor saying real stuff about Dak Prescott. You're going to go back to Cowboy male content creators who got whole channels where they going at Joy Taylor, right? Listen, I'm not going to kill y'all for that, but I'm just saying, like, I guess I grew up in an era where men, we saw stuff like that as beneath our dignity, our manhood to do that. You know what I mean? Like, if the woman talks, be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? All right, good job, right? I don't know what it's like to have a whole channel where I'm just gonna really come at a chick like that, or a woman. I'm sorry, right? I don't know. I can't relate to that, but that's what you got, right? So you're gonna have your Mark Holmes gonna start talking crap about Joy. You're gonna have your Dak Attack channel. You're gonna have what other dudes be doing that? I don't know, the Cowboy space dude. Like, they got some weirdos over there, man. Like, as far as their channels, but that's cool. Do y'all thing, man. But this is the deal. Anyone who kind of who know the game, who know football, knew that it was going to be tough for the Eagles to win them 2 Jones. Like, this, you just know that. You talking about the 49ers who wanted blood. Came in with black stuff on and all that. Now, I'm pissed at the Eagles for not having a better showing. But the fact they lost was kind of predictable. They were way more tired. Like, the Eagles could beat the 49ers, but I don't know if they're going to beat them when the 49ers got every advantage. Like, no Dallas got her, tired, all that. And listen, you got to understand, I really don't care about y'all who think it's excuses. Like, I swear, I don't know how much I can stress that I don't care about your opinion. Like, I really don't know what I could do to get you to understand that I don't care about your opinion. You know what I mean? I really don't. Like, if you like one of them troll type people that think there's no excuses in football, even though you the same joker that'll make excuses about Debo being out or Trent Williams being out when Purdy gets mangled. Like, he starts making like he's made it look like the little pumpkin that he really is, that will be exposed before the year over. Or the Dallas Cowboys, like, you know, once they go back to saying, well, it's just some old Dak, it's just the same old Cowboys. Because, I mean, y'all did win 12 games last year and the year before. So, like, we're not seeing nothing we never saw before with the Dallas Cowboys. I know they think so, but we're really not seeing nothing we never saw before, right? Like, at the end of the day, this is something about life, right? Pressure. Pressure does one or two things. It either bust pipes or creates diamonds, okay? So either Dak Prescott is a diamond, or he a pipe that's gonna get busted. In the past, he's a pipe that gets busted. So We know that time gonna come. His judgment day still gonna come. Y'all still got questions. I know it. I know y'all want to act stupid and all that, but we still got questions about all that. Yeah. So we gonna see once the pressure get real, once that sweat start running down the back of that neck. You know what I mean? And everything, his whole career flashed before his eyes, and that contract flashed before his eyes. Yeah, we gonna see. Already got my feeling about what's about to happen with that. And then lastly, man, Eagle content creators. I get it. I was pissed after the last couple of games. Even though I wasn't that surprised, I was pissed. Y'all dudes gotta stop tripping, man. I listened to this one dude, like, bruh, Nick Sirianni's not going to get fired if the Eagles are one and done in the playoffs. That's not how they run the organization. I get it, Jeffrey Lurie fired Chip Kelly, but that was because of more personal shit, right? Like, Jeffrey Lurie will fire you if he feel like you lost the team and if you feel like you're not following his directives. Doug Peterson, I was pissed Doug Peterson got fired. Like, here, if you find a video when that happened, I was going all in on Jeffrey Lurie. Because Doug, to me, was my favorite coach after Dick Vermeil. But Doug Peterson got fired because he felt like he lost the team and he wasn't following Jeffrey Lurie's directives, especially when it came to like putting Jalen Hurts in. I think he felt like he took too long. They also had some disagreements on like coaches and all of that, which Jeffrey Lurie probably needs to get up out of that though. He needs to get up out of that. He needs to just scratch this whole defense, this Fangio stuff and all that. Go get you a real coordinator. Go get you a Rex Ryan, a somebody that knows how to lock some stuff down. All right, but this year we got to salvage what we got. Ain't nobody going to be firing no offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators. So stop making Eagles content creators. Stop saying on your channel you need to fire the side, fire. They not going to do none of that right now. We week 14. None of that. We not doing none of that. That's not going to happen. Like, you got to be realistic on your channel. You know what I mean? You gotta be realistic on your channel. None of that's going to happen. Okay? What right now we got to do is there has to be a collaboration on the part of the defensive coordinator and the players. Players got to explain to him, like Byard and them and Shaq Leonard and them got to explain, look, we need to be doing this, we need to be doing less of that. That's what that's going to be. And there is a chance to get better. Like, if you study the Chiefs last year who were in the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs had a horrible defense throughout the year. But as you notice, what they did was by the time they got to the Super Bowl, they was ready. By the time they got to the playoffs, they was ready. And that's the type of team this is going to be. Don't listen to people that's like, are we frauds and all that. Let them non-Eagle fans, let Stephen A. Smith, let Skip Bayless and Michael Irvin and Rich Eisenhower, whatever the hell his name is, let all them dudes ask them dumbass questions, all right? You and I, we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be thinking our team is frauds just because they lost to the two teams that we figured in the beginning of the season would be the two main teams in the NFC. The reality is those teams just caught the Eagles at the right time. We know that. Like, let them say they frauds. We know that those guys just caught the Eagles at the right time. We know it's nothing but a situation of Marvelous Marvin Hagler, for those who understand boxing, against Sugar Ray Leonard. Hagler wanted to fight Leonard for years. Leonard kept, putting it off. Leonard uses the excuse the eye thing, which was somewhat legit. He waited till Hagler was out of boxing for like years. Then he come back talking about he want to fight him. You know, Hagler couldn't turn it down, number one, because of the money. Number two, he always wanted to fight Leonard just to put that to rest. But Leonard knew he caught Hagler at the right time. He knew 1984, 85 Hagler probably would have killed him. So he waited till 88 or something like that to fight Hagler. This is the same thing, man. 49ers, they literally caught us off of a tough behind game against the Bills. We went into overtime where they had 3 days extra rest. Then Dallas caught us right off the game with the 49ers, man. Like, Come on, man. We know that, man. But use your brain and stop like being an emotional little broad. You know what I mean? In the way you see the football, man. Use this, man. Eagles not gonna go lose to the damn Seahawks now. Now, can we beat the Seahawks? They're gunning all these dudes and all that. Nah, man. Eagles gonna go stomp the Seahawks. And then them other 3 games, the Giants, Cardinals, and all, you need to stomp all them teams. That's the only thing I would say to the team. I need to like really work out all the BS and stomp all the teams. But it's laid out perfectly. All that hard stuff, questions, marks was done, and really you came through that well. We went 6-2 through a crazy stretch. Crazy stretch, bro. None of these other teams doing that, man. They talk all that, none of them doing that. None of them even went through nothing like that, man. You know what I mean? And all you trolls, man, like, bro, I don't care about none of that you talking, man. You know what I mean? Let's see you. I know my team gonna be in February, man. You know what I mean? Y'all don't. And I hate to tell you, Eagles will be hosting the playoffs. Everything is going to come to Philadelphia, bro. That's going to happen. They ain't losing no more games. So you better make sure your team don't slip up. Don't worry about us. You know what I mean? So I'm so worried, man. And I'm up here sipping on some espresso, bro. That's how worried I am, man. I'm about to eat me some plantains, some fried plantains, man. That's how much I'm worried about y'all. You know what I mean? So, as long as y'all done with all y'all little nonsense and half-truths and not really understanding the game, I just gave y'all the real, man. I'll see y'all later, man, with my predictions on how bad we're going to stomp the Seahawks. Peace.